Had gestational diabetes during your pregnancy like I did, what happens to the baby? Does that mean they have diabetes? I'm Dr. Ali, I'm an OBGYN. I had insulin-controlled gestational diabetes during my pregnancy. I took 14 units at night for the last, 3 months of my pregnancy with this little guy right here. Why do we worry about gestational diabetes for the babies? Let me first explain the physiology behind gestational diabetes and how it can affect babies. So in gestational diabetes, that means your sugar is elevated, just like in diabetes, and sugar crosses the placenta freely. So when your sugar is really, really high, your baby is then just being bombarded with all this excess sugar and is swimming around in excess sugar, which can be problematic for the babies. They can then grow to be very big. It can put them at an increased risk of developing diabetes later in life. So that's why we really want to monitor gestational diabetes and making sure your sugar is not too high so that we protect them and then obviously protect the mom or the patient. What can happen if your sugar is really high during pregnancy and not well controlled? What happens after delivery is, let me try my best to explain this. Your baby has been surrounded by sugar in an excess amount while they were in your belly. Your baby's pancreas is saying, oh my goodness, we have a lot of sugar. Let me make a lot of insulin to bring my sugar down. So this is his little body. His pancreas was like, oh my goodness, we have so much sugar around. Then he starts making a lot of insulin in order to bring his sugar down because insulin brings down your sugar. Now, what can happen in these situations is you deliver, your baby is born, and now your baby is no longer attached to the placenta and no longer surrounded by all this sugar, but your baby, all it knows to do at this point is to make a lot of insulin. The baby is born, insulin is high, but again, we're not surrounded by all that sugar anymore. So what happens? Your baby's blood sugar drops. Now, being hypoglycemic, meaning your sugar's really low, can be super, super dangerous and scary for newborns, which is why if the mom has gestational diabetes, it's important to check the baby's glucose sugar level after they're born. If it's too low, they may need to go to the NICU or they may need to be given formula or just need assistance because having a really low blood sugar can be very dangerous. And they checked it several times throughout the first 24-hour periods just to make sure that his body was handling all of the changes on his own, and he did great. Keep the questions coming. Let's keep learning and growing together. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.